Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my interview with Dr. Palmatier last week. It was a lot of fun to put together, and I hope you found it as illuminating as I did. I had a good time playing with the new media formats, so I will continue to do so here. Today's piece includes an audio option. On Saturday, Pete Abraham wrote a piece for the Boston Globe recapping the latest offseason moves before spring training kicks off later this month. However, a few sentences about the Red Sox stood out. Quote, "The Sox are banking on the big three prospects Roman Anthony, Christian Campbell, and Marcelo Meyer to have a major impact this season and aren't willing to go beyond short-term, team-friendly deals for free agent hitters. Agents have come away believing that manager Alex Cora and team president Sam Kennedy want to add a middle-of-the-order hitter, but Chief Baseball Officer Craig Breslow, owner John Henry, and Chairman Tom Warner have been cautious." End quote. Of course, this made all of Red Sox Nation groan, not because this is new information. There have already been pieces written about the internal division within the organization. No, Abraham is simply the latest in a long line of reporters who are highlighting the Red Sox' biggest problem: communication. The Red Sox communication problem has two parts, the first of which is relatively simple. Clearly, there are two competing visions for the Boston Red Sox right now, and they're doing a poor job of keeping that disconnect secret, which only makes the organization look worse. The first is Breslow, Henry, and Warner are looking to replicate the success of the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles in the late 2010s and in the 2020s. They want to use the big three prospects to fill the holes in the team's roster, have those prospects live up to their expectations, and propel the Red Sox into contention without spending the dollars that they normally would in free agency. Cora and Kennedy want to take a more traditional, time-tested approach. They want the big three, but also want to augment the roster with a more experienced power bat, and they're willing to spend the money to do so. The spending on veteran talent, or lack thereof, is arguably what has kept the Rays and the Orioles from a World Series title. The Red Sox need to figure out what their vision is before unpacking the second part of this problem. Although the Red Sox have not made the playoffs since 2021, in every subsequent offseason, someone in the leadership, usually Kennedy, publicly assures fans that they are building a competitive, playoff-caliber team. This rhetoric truly peaked in 2023 when Tom Warner assured us that the Red Sox would go, quote, full throttle that offseason, which they didn't. The Red Sox would be in on various free agents, but would fail to close on a deal. Meanwhile, the rhetoric surrounding the rebuilding farm system grew stronger with each offseason. The 2024 Red Sox, while being a 500 ball club, exceeded expectations, leading Sam Kennedy to say this, quote, "Even if they take us over the CBT, the competitive balance threshold, our priority is 90 to 95 wins and winning the American League East and winning the division for multiple years." Okay, great. However, at the time of publication, the Red Sox currently have a payroll of $216 million, which is $25 million below the first threshold of $241 million. The Red Sox actually haven't had a top 10 payroll since 2022. As for the 90 to 95 wins and winning the AL East, time will tell, but based on the newly released PECOTA projections, the Red Sox look like they might end up back in last place with 78 wins. I do think PECOTA is being very glass half empty. The team has fixed the rotation by trading for Garrett Crochet and signing Walker Buehler, but there's still a need for a right-handed bat to balance the lineup. Craig Breslow said as much in December, quote, "Obviously, our lineup is pretty imbalanced in terms of being left-handed heavy. Figuring out how to balance that out, take advantage of the short left field wall, we saw the effect of a guy like Tyler in 30-plus home runs as a right-handed power hitter in the middle of the lineup." End quote. In the weeks and months since, there's been nothing but rumors about adding Alex Bregman or trading for Nolan Arenado, both of which come with high yearly costs for multiple years. For example, Bregman is seeking a 5 or 6 year deal, and the Red Sox won't go higher than 4. With just weeks to go until spring training, there is great anxiety amongst fans that this Red Sox team will miss the playoffs for the 4th straight year, something conceivably intolerable for a team with Boston's pedigree. So why does this keep happening? Why do the Red Sox keep saying that they're going to call us when all we get is a "you up" text at 2 in the morning? Do they care that they're not delivering? Many fans believe that John Henry and co. are no longer interested in the Red Sox being anything more than an asset in the Fenway Sports Group portfolio. I disagree, because that would make this a business problem, not a communication problem. If part one of the communication problem is the vision internally. Part 2 is articulating the vision externally to us. It seems to me that the leadership thinks that telling us what we want to hear is a successful strategy. But we only want to hear that money is being spent and that free agent talent is being added if that is the actual plan. It seems like improving the team is happening internally by calling up prospects, and that is okay. That is a legitimate strategy that we know has had some success. But Sam Kennedy, Craig Breslow, Tom Werner, hell, even Chaim Bloom should have said that and owned it. Would Red Sox Nation have liked it at the time? No, almost definitely not. But because we can see it happening, we would have bought into it sooner. The fact of the matter is, acting like it's 2004 isn't working. It's not 2007, 2013, or 2018 either, so let's not talk like it. Baseball has changed so much in the last 20 years. Nobody disagrees with that. Just, the Red Sox should have confidence in their vision and embrace it. This team is clearly one that is being built around a young, talented farm system. This team is cheaper as a result, and all of that is okay so long as you don't go around telling people you want to go over the CBT threshold. The best way to repair trust in a frustrated fan base is to over-communicate. Share your vision with us. Believe in that vision to succeed, and when it does, even the doubters will get on board. But, and I say this to the powers that be, until you're ready, please, I beg of you, for both of our sakes, if you see a camera and a microphone coming toward you, turn around and run the other way.